Welcome to Daily Gossip. You will get daily Hollywood updates here. Remember to subscribe for the latest videos. In a heartbreaking turn of events, beloved comedian and former Tonight Show host Jay Leno is once again making headlines, but not for his signature humor or his legendary garage filled with classic cars. Instead, the world is talking about the tragic health setbacks that have been mounting in the life of a man once seen as invincible, Jay Leno, known for his ever-present smile and tireless work ethic, has been enduring one traumatic accident after another. His latest fall down a steep 60-foot hill has left fans reeling with concern and wondering just how much more this comedy icon can endure. Today, Daily Gossip takes a long emotional look at Jay Leno's painful journey through injury, heartbreak, and personal sacrifice as he navigates one of the most difficult chapters of his life. It was supposed to be a simple evening out. Jay Leno, staying at a hotel near Pittsburgh, was heading to a nearby restaurant for dinner, but in an unexpected twist, Leno attempted to take a shortcut down a hill, something many of us might do without a second thought. Tragically, that decision resulted in a horrifying fall down a 60-foot incline. The aftermath was brutal. Leno suffered a broken wrist, a swollen and bruised eye, a lost fingernail, and multiple painful abrasions. He was rushed for medical treatment, and, for the first time in a long while, fans and friends feared that this might be the injury that finally sidelines one of entertainment's most enduring figures. But in true Jay Leno fashion, he didn't rest. He didn't retreat. Instead, he showed up that very evening for a scheduled comedy show, his face bruised, his eye covered with an eye patch, and his wrist in pain. His appearance shocked the audience, many of whom gasped at the sight of the arm injuries. And yet, as always, Jay Leno found a way to make people laugh. That night, he didn't just perform. He reminded us all what it means to persevere, to love your craft so deeply that even pain can't steal your stage. This latest accident is not an isolated incident. It's the most recent in a string of devastating health crises that Jay has battled through. Just last year, he suffered third-degree burns in a terrifying garage fire. While working on one of his vintage cars, a gasoline leak caused a flash fire that engulfed Leno's face, hands, and chest. The images that followed, Jay wrapped in bandages, his face nearly unrecognizable, were difficult to look at, yet he faced it all with courage and humor, often joking that it's like being fried chicken while undergoing skin graft surgeries and painful treatments at a burn center. Then, in a cruel twist of fate, less than 3 months after that fire, Leno was involved in a motorcycle accident. The crash left him with 2 broken ribs and a shattered collarbone. His passion for working on and riding classic motorcycles is well known, but that passion nearly cost him his life. Still, he didn't stop. He didn't pull back. He didn't retire. The man who made his living making others smile kept smiling, even through the pain. Yet, perhaps the most heartbreaking chapter in Jay Leno's story has nothing to do with him directly, but rather with his beloved wife Mavis. In 2024, Jay Leno made public the painful revelation that Mavis was suffering from advanced dementia. The couple, who have been married for more than 4 decades, have always shared a quiet and supportive love. But now, Jay finds himself in a new role. No longer just a husband, but a caregiver. He was granted conservatorship over their estate so that he could make sure Mavis receives the care she needs. In court documents, Jay described their situation with a heartbreaking blend of honesty and devotion. He stated, "I just want to make sure she has the best possible care for the rest of her life." Those who have followed Leno's career were moved to tears. The man who made millions laugh on late-night television now spends his days managing doctors' visits, ensuring safety, and holding the hand of the woman he loves through the haze of a cruel disease. Friends close to the couple say Jay rarely leaves Mavis's side. He brings her to some of his shows when he can, gently guiding her along. They still hold hands. They still share quiet jokes. But behind the smiles is a daily battle, a battle against memory loss, confusion, and heartbreaking change. And for Jay Leno, this is perhaps the hardest role of all, because when the laughter fades, when the spotlight dims, love is what remains. And Jay's love for Mavis is deeper than words. His recent appearance at Tim Allen's Shifting Gears set, where the two automotive fanatics reunited, gave fans a small moment of joy. Jay looked tired, older, and visibly shaken from his recent fall, but his spirit was intact. He joked with Tim, talked about engines, and for a moment seemed to find peace in a familiar space, surrounded by cars, tools, and longtime friends. But fans worry, how much more can Jay take? At 74, his body has suffered serious trauma, burns, fractures, deep bruises, and chronic exhaustion. And emotionally, caring for a loved one with dementia is a full-time job. Insiders say Jay barely sleeps. Often, checking on Mavis multiple times during the night, he's become more reclusive, preferring quiet days at home when not performing. The man who used to light up red carpets is now more often found quietly walking the halls of medical clinics or sitting beside Mavis as she naps. Jay Leno has never wanted sympathy. He once famously said, "I've had a great life. I can't complain." But the truth is, he deserves our admiration, not just for the laughs, but for the strength. In a world where many people turn away from pain, Jay has faced his head-on. He's walked through fire, literally. He's fallen, broken bones, and gotten back up. He stood on stage, covered in bruises, and still delivered joy. And perhaps, most inspiring of all, he stayed by his wife's side, loving her fiercely in sickness as in health. Daily Gossip honors Jay Leno, not just as a comedian, but as a warrior, a man who, even in the face of physical pain and emotional devastation, never stops showing up, never stops caring, never stops loving. His latest accident may have made headlines, but the real story is one of resilience, devotion, and the unbreakable spirit of a man who spent his life making others happy. As fans, we hope and pray that Jay finds time to rest, that he takes care of his own health, that he allows others to care for him, as he now cares so deeply for Mavis. We hope he knows how deeply he is loved, not just for his jokes, but for his humanity. So here's to Jay Leno, the legend, the fighter, the husband, and the heart of a generation. May he continue to heal, continue to laugh, and continue to remind us all what it means to be truly brave. Thank you for watching Daily Gossip. If Jay Leno's story touched your heart, please like this video, leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe for more emotional and inspiring celebrity updates.